Hey guys! Today I wanted to show you a few styles that require 0 bobby pins. I don't know about you, but I can't seem to ever find a bobby pin to save my life. Usually that's with bobby pins and hair ties, but I seem to have wrangled up a few of my hair ties, so I want to show you how you can make an updo look effortless and professional without one single bobby pin. So for my first look, I'm going to section out the front of my hairline. With the rest of the hair, I'm going to put a slight back comb in it just for some texture. I'll show you. You lift up and just back comb the underneath part, and you can go up on the strand, and that's just going to give you some nice lift at the root. And I would go all the way around. So now with one of your rubber bands, just pull the hair into a low side ponytail and make it kind of not too tight, but just tight enough so that you can get some good grip on it. And then I always like to pull a little bit of the hair out, so it's the back combing that really helps give it that piecier look. I'm going to split this section in half, and then I'm going to do just a loose braid, and then I stop like when there's a couple inches left in the braid. Just stop and then grab the bottom. I'm going to lift up part of the rubber band and stick the end of the braid in. Now the top, we're going to braid it going down, and then lift up the rubber band and stick the ends in, pull it through. I can pull out some of the braid a little bit just so it gives it a little bit more textured, and then pull on it wherever if you need it tighter or looser. So now for this side, we're going to just do a little bit of back combing at the root. This will add a little bit of volume on the side. And then wrap it to the other side and tuck it as well. If you wanted to, take another rubber band, wrap it around, and then when you get on the last loop, you pull it just so that some of the pieces start falling out, some of the layers that you have in your hair, and then take the ends, wrapping around the ponytail that you just put in, tucking the ends inside the ponytail, rubber band, whatever. Even if you want to pull some pieces out. So basically it's just about taking the ends, whatever pieces you don't want hanging, and just tucking it in back into the rubber band. So this is a great transition from day to night, or if you have an event to attend, it's a good way to have a effortless looking updo. So for my second look, I'm going to start with a half up ponytail. If you tuned into my tutorial 2 weeks ago, I showed you a few tricks on how to use hair extensions in your hair for styling. And so I'm going to use that trick for this half up ponytail. There's a braid involved, so anything to make a braid look thicker and fuller, I'm all about. So I'm going to clip it in behind me. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I would obsess over the bumps in my hair. So I would make my mom do my ponytails over and over again until there was 0 bumps, and I'm sorry, Mom. So now we're going to do another ponytail underneath the one you just created. And I like it to be kind of the middle of the head, so not too close to the ponytail, but just enough to give it a little space in between. So then we're going to take this top ponytail and just braid it down. Once your top braid has met the bottom ponytail, go ahead and grab the rest of the hair to finish off the braid. Use some hairspray just to make sure the little flyaways stay in place. And then at the very end, I like to pull some of the front pieces, just at the front. You don't need to do it everywhere. You keep the sides nice and sleek. And just like that, you have a fun textured ponytail, and it's different than just a regular ponytail with a braid. 0 bobby pins. For my final look, I'm going to be using these clear little small rubber bands, and I'm going to start with a somewhat of a side part. It's not quite centered, but I like mine whatever side you prefer. Just grabbing a small section here, not all the way to the front, just leaving some of this front fringe out. Put a clear rubber band around this section. Not too tight, but just enough to get the section right. And then, so on top of the rubber band, split the section in half. and loop the hair through underneath, because that's what's going to keep it nice and flat, just like this. And I looped it in twice. Grab another section, and I have the hair from the previous band, of the previous loop, in this one as well. And then split it in half and loop it through, and then final with the last one. Loop it through. I like to pull the rubber band up, creating a little bit of texture on each and every rubber band, just like that. Pull the entire band so that be sure you don't cut your hair. Snip it. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed these styles using 0 bobby pins. Subscribe down below and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Bye guys!